Justin, what's it feel like to get that off your back? I know searching for the win sucks. What's it feel like to finally get it?
Like the most enjoyable part is I thought we put 4 quarters together. Like there were little dips and whatnot, but the gaps that we'd been having just didn't feel like they were there tonight. And like we challenged ourselves to change our mindset a bit. You know, we knew after 3 games we were looking at the negatives too much. We were only seeing us not do things the right way, and we changed that this week. We went back to when we played them in the preseason and what we looked like then, and you know, talking about how we can help each other every single possession, not just what I have to do, but what I have to do for my teammate. And that's how I thought we played the whole way. I know there's no one happier right now than my wife because she's been going through hell. But it has been tough. But like, I love this group and the resolve that's there. And no one ever pointed a finger at anyone. It was like, all right, what do we have to do to get better? And yeah, just proud of how we responded to that.
Given your backs were against the wall, 21 O-boards, 21 second chance points, what's it like to see that desperation?
Yeah, like, I mean, Tyrell could easily be sitting here as well. Like, he had an outstanding impact in that way. But even the big moment possessions that we needed, you know, like I thought Casey came up with a couple extra possessions there for us at key moments that just kept the pressure on them. And yeah, like a big thing, you know, the one that I mainly look at is the points off turnovers that we gave them. Like, that's been sitting around the 20s of late. Tonight, 11, still not where I want it, but a big improvement.
What went into the decision to bring James off the bench, and what did you make of his performance and the way he responded to that challenge?
Yeah, like a conversation. Like we caught up, we catch up all the time, and he said, like, whatever we've got to do, if that's me coming in and finding my rhythm that way. And we just felt like bringing Bannon back in, having that core that had kind of played a lot of minutes together was going to be advantageous in this one for us. And then for James to just continue to find his groove within it. And like, we see it every day in practice. Like, he's a hell of a player, and we weren't panicked. We just needed to help him get to his spots a bit better. And you know, he comes out, has a huge impact. Key moments, like shoots the ball well. Like, yeah, we couldn't be happier with the performance.
James, what was it like when you were told of that decision, and then what's it feel like now to finally, you know, find your rhythm in this league?
Well, honestly, it was like a mutual agreement. Like, I came into his office and told him, you know, I think that's probably like the best option going forward, just to help me find my rhythm, less pressure to start, because, you know, I started off slow the first couple games, but I wasn't really in panicked or anything. I knew, you know, what I was capable of, and what helped the most is just my teammates, you know, kept the faith in me. They knew, like, they seen what I can do. They with me every day in practice. So with them and the staff, you know, keeping faith in me, it was nothing. It was just better fit for the team. Mitch Norton, he's a hell of a player, and going against him every day in practice, making me better, and him inserting in the starting lineup, I felt was like better for the team. Just like, you know, Coach felt that was, you know, better for the team, and it worked out in our favor tonight.
What do you feel is the key for yourself and the team keeping this rhythm and carrying it forward? Just
constantly putting the days together, good days together, like great practices. This week was our best week of practice since I've been here. Competitive-wise, just, you know, the hunger that we had, and you mentioned desperate. We wasn't really desperate at all. We was just hungry to get this win. Like, we all believed, and we knew that the work would eventually, you know, pay off. So as long as we keep, you know, putting multiple days together, good days together, then we hoping that the rhythm stays.
Justin, was it a relief, you know, the last couple of plays? Firstly, Rocco, you know, tap it out, and then the drive from Derek looked pretty dangerous, didn't it? Were you a bit nervous there?
No, like, Derek really got himself going there in the second half, and yeah, the whole time it looked scary for us. I got to read a rule book because I'm pretty sure there was free throws before that, and Case could have subbed in, so we thought we were right there. But, you know, again, we've been talking about what's our mindset, you know, like, move on, what's next play. So what I loved is, yep, something doesn't go our way, we back our defence. We you know, put our switch D in, Bannon sits down and guards it, and, you know, that's the faith these guys have in each other to be able to play possessions out.
And what was Tyrell's mindset tonight? I mean, he was absolutely dominant, wasn't he? And the ball just seemed to fall his way all the time, didn't it?
Yeah, it was interesting going back to when we played him in the preseason. He had a great game that day as well, and it was really only 4 post touches. And so we spoke about that, and let's continue to pick on the drop a bit and give him runways down the lane. But then also, you know, when they got to their aggressive coverage, we found him late off the short roll. And again, you know, that's the advantage we've got with Bano back in, is like he's had that time with Tyrell. The more we play together, the more we're going to get that continuity. So, yeah, just excited for Ty to really get the aggression on the glass, because that's what's probably been missing a little bit for him.
Justin, just on that, how much of a difference does it make having Josh Batemon back in his side fully healthy now?
Yeah, I mean, we will never make excuses, but we had Josh and Sammy Mack as starters penciled in for this year, and obviously Sammy Mack's season's done, and now we've got Josh in that spot. We can start looking like how we wanted to, with role clarity and understanding how we can best fit. Dang, Adele not being here tonight's a big out for us as well. He's been so consistent and struggled with illness this week. Now that we can finally get whole, we can really see the advantages. But Bano in particular, he's kind of the engine room of our team, was last year, is this year, and he's not afraid to call a spade, and it's kind of what we were missing in the losses we took. So it's good to have him back, feeling confident, being assertive, and made some big plays at key times for us.
Justin, Max back here. What did you learn most, I guess, about the resilience of this team after being down at the half tonight?
Yeah, it's a great question. I checked myself in how I was leading this group. Looked at how we were operating each day, and what I just saw is we did a peer evaluation Monday and Tuesday, and just the honest conversations that were occurring, and then that transferred to the floor, and so that gives me outstanding hope of what the resilience can be in this group and how we can continue to grow. The successful teams I've been a part of have been able to have those real conversations, and I thought this was the best week, to what James said. It was our best week on the practice floor, but that was more because we were real with each other on every possession.
I spoke to D-Mac pre-game, and he spoke about wanting to be top 2 to 4 defensively in the league, and I guess that desperation which showed out tonight. How have you viewed that from defensively, and what are the KPIs that you guys really want to hit this season?
Yeah, pre-season we were really happy with how we were trending in that. Right now we're nowhere near where we want to be. But when I look at the box score and we hold, a really talented offensive team to 85, now we're trending in the right direction in some key areas. We control the glass in a big way. That goes a long way to our D, and just that connection by the guards. It improved out of sight. So puts us in a good position, but we need to keep getting better as we keep moving forward.
James, Justin mentioned a change in mindset this week. What was your personal change in mindset, and how did you adjust that mentality coming into tonight?
I just had to be better. And like I said, I got off to a slow start, and I had to look myself in the mirror and tell myself, you got to do the little things right, just like sprint back in transition. Small things like running the floor to open up the spacing for other guys. And when I did that today, it opened up for me a lot more. So I just had to look myself in the mirror and just be better all around. I was putting in the work in practice, but it had to, go up another level because it's a tough league and it's tough to get wins here. And, when you're getting called out on film for the small mistakes that you make because it's just effort, then you got to look at yourself in the mirror, and then I made a change.
Pikey, I'll just come to you, mate.
Yeah, just a couple quickly. Justin, you talked this week about how you wanted to be hungry, and that's how your team played tonight. You look at the offensive rebounds, and I know Ty had 12 of them, but as a team he had 21. Some of those offensive fouls that Nordo was able to draw, some of those 50-50 balls that you wanted. You look like a hungry team tonight. Is that how you felt?
Yeah, we spoke early in the week about, desperation makes you make irrational decisions, where hunger is actually doing your job and doing it as best as you can, and then not get caught up if something doesn't go your way. And, there was a couple times we got our heads cloudy, but we moved on and helped each other move on. And, that's the biggest change in us. I felt like bad offense was leading in bad defense and vice versa for these first 3 games, where tonight that wasn't the case. We may have had an error on D, but we came down and we got a good shot, and that's a big change for us. And proud of how we went in there and attacked it. And again, we knew how offensively talented they were, and I look at 85 and couldn't be happier.
This is a building you know pretty well. Your first win as a head coach in this building too, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me of that one, mate. I knew that one very well.
Yourself, James, and Tyrell post-game have all spoken about the love and care for each other and the pride in this group. Do you feel like the culture has shifted this year with this new group of players?
It's something we work on all the time. It's something we believe in that becomes a point of difference at the right time. we also know it's not a quick fix. Like, we're on a journey, and it's going to be a long journey. But what we do see in this group is just a great bunch of people that want to do the right things. Do we do it all the time? Not yet. But the one thing that they won't do is point fingers at each other or turn their back on each other. And again, 0-3, you can get into a pretty negative space. The mindset this week's been outstanding, and I expect us to build on this from here on out.
You've been flying around a little bit. Excited to get home, get a few games in a row in your building?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we need to get on that floor a little bit more and make it feel more like home. But our front office did an outstanding job opening night to pack that place out. To have a big arena feel again was outstanding, and I know the boys just can't wait to get back there. It happened so quick, and then the game doesn't go your way, and it's like, all right, now we're on the road again. So now to go back, face a couple teams there will definitely be a positive for us.
Thanks, guys. We call it there.
Beautiful.
Thank you.